all yours.
Wonderful. Thank you. Well, first of all, good evening, good afternoon to everyone. I see several great states calling in. It's awesome. We love to talk to people from everywhere. What I've got for you today are going to be 3 quick properties that we'd like to showcase. And let me get started right here. So today we're going to be covering the Byblos Art Hotel in Verona, Italy, the Ette Hotel in Orlando, Florida, and Turtle Island Resort in Ambergris Caye, Belize. So let's get started with the Byblos Art Hotel. So what I like to do here is to first give you a little taste of what to expect by showing you a quick little 30-second video. It'll give you a feel for it, and then I'll dive into a little bit of details for the property.
Welcome to Villa Amista, a 16th century villa at the gates of Verona that was inspired by the tradition of the Veneto region, has been reinterpreted to become an elegant luxury hotel and host an impressive permanent exhibition of contemporary art. Our chef's preparations are a rediscovery and reinterpretation of regional and international traditional flavors and dishes. Experience the Byblos Art Hotel in Verona.
All right, so for those romantic in the group, what better romantic city than Verona? As we know, the site of Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet. Verona is located halfway between Milan and Venice, which means a lot of our guests, what they do is they'll fly into Milan, they'll spend a few days in Milan, shopping of course, and then we'll continue on to visit Verona. You have Lake Garda that's just slightly to the northwest of them. And then, of course, continue on to Venice. It's pretty simple drive. I mean, it's 99 miles from the Milan airport and 75 from Venice Regional if you're connecting through Rome or any other city. So I won't have you read all this. I'll give you the cliff notes on here. It's basically, it was a 16th century palace that was converted into a hotel over the years. What's really cool about this property, what makes it so unique, is that Alessandro Mendini, who is the creator of the property, came up with the idea of bringing in famous artists from around the world and either using some of their pieces in the rooms or bringing in the artists themselves to decorate the rooms. Some of the pictures that you can see here, and we're going to touch on those a bit, are all part of the masterpieces they created. No 2 rooms are alike, so you're always going to have a new experience every time you visit. When you walk into the lobby, the first thing you have is an atrium-style lobby that's literally covered in artwork. From the contemporary to Renaissance to super modern, this artwork is just something truly special and unique to behold. One of our claim to fame, if you see the little contortionist there in gold, that is our famous model, Kate Moss, who lended herself to have this statue created and now sits prominently in the lobby. Now, it's important to note that the lobby is multi-use because for events, for galas, for weddings especially, we could remove the artwork from the floor of the lobby and convert it into your private room. So it serves as a dual purpose. The hotel itself has 58 rooms and suites. So it's very small, manageable, extremely romantic, as I mentioned. But the rooms are different, as I said. Some of them are very traditional, like you can see the blue room, very stately, if you will, and then you have more of the Art Deco, the third picture from the left, which gives it a different vibe. Each room changes drastically. We have several celebrities that come and stay at the hotels and tend to request a different room for the next time so they get a feel for all the different types of rooms. Of course, during the summer season, we have our beautiful pools, and the picture in the center is part of our spa and Roman tub. It's an incredible experience, also surrounded by artwork. You can see on both sides of the tub is the pool area, a lot of different uses for it, for events also. We serve poolside lunch and for part of the season. Of course, the winter time, we can't really have that, but it gives you a quick feel for the uses that the property has. This is more now of some of our unique spaces. In the heart of it all is this fountain surrounded by a rose-shaped garden that you'll see in a second. That is the centerpiece for a lot of our outdoor meetings. In the middle, we have this covered area here, also available for either private functions or also for for lunchtime. There's different services that can be served here. The weddings a lot of times take place under the dome. And it continues into the art areas. You can see this is our contemporary art with the red settee, the green chair, and of course our heart-shaped piece that was done by a local artist. I mentioned that centerpiece. You can see here, with a sense of arrival in the hotel, you pass through the fountain, but the weddings is what we normally do most. You can see here, it's an incredible setup. The upper left-hand side is the lobby I showed you before, now transformed into a beautiful wedding setting for both the reception as well as the nice side area that it has for the dance floor. You've got the outdoor gardens. You can see in the top right, there is a small wedding going on under the dome. And this one here that surrounds our heart-shaped fountain where we can set it up outside. The weather lends itself beautifully in Verona for these kind of outdoor weddings. As with anything in Italy, wine is the centerpiece of it all. And the Byblos Art Hotel counts with a tremendous wine list, some of the outstanding wines to be sampled during your stay, as part of also our Michelin star restaurant that's housed in the property. Now, you can't go to Verona without opera. And this quick picture here will show you, this is the Verona Coliseum, not to be confused with the Rome Coliseum, where they have incredible opera shows. There's packages available where it comes with the tickets, with the hotel, with spa treatments, whatever it is you want. There's several combinations of some of the things that we can do that will include a pre-opera dinner before you leave the property to enjoy the show. So I'm glossing over these, but there's more information available. I invite you to visit our website, which I'll give you at the end. You can visit the hotel website, as well as the spotlight, where you'll find information and great details on this. The website will have the pricing for you. Richard, if you have codes that you might want to share, I think we had the codes that we could share with the agents.
Correct.
Valid, or are we waiting for new codes from the hotel?
They are currently for 2023. We'd have to double check for 2024.
Okay, so what we'll do is, Lakeisha will communicate through you to get those codes. There's special agent codes to be used that allow you to receive special rates, as well as, of course, your commission.
As well as, by the way, as well as travel agent rates.
Travel agent rates if you're visiting the property yourself. Exact. Thank you.
Yep.
And I'm sorry, I was remiss. I should have introduced my colleague, Richard Bromberg. He
No
had
worries.
Northeast Market and has been instrumental in promoting Byblos Art Hotel in the U.S. All right, we'll move on. Now we are in Orlando, Florida. So the ette Hotel, it is not pronounced ette or Eddie, or we get a lot of different pronunciations. The ette Hotel is an acronym for Earthly, True, Timeless, and Elegant. This is the only hotel of its kind, 5-star, 5-diamond. It's located on the Kissimmee area. Our next door neighbor, literally back to back, is with Animal Kingdom, for those that know the Disney parks. So it's less than a 2-minute to the entrance of Animal Kingdom. But the best part is our location gives us unobstructed views of all the parks from our rooftop lounge. So you can imagine the most popular thing in the evening is everyone wants to be up in the rooftop lounge, because we see every single Disney fireworks show beginning at 8:30 and every 30 minutes, running all the way up until 10:30. So it's quite a sight to be seen. Here's our video to give you an idea. All right. So the Ette Hotel, as I mentioned, it just opened a year ago, June 24th. It's 126 rooms. It was designed exclusively, as I said, to be a 5-star, 5-diamond property. We are in the process now, after we needed a year of operation to get our reviews. They're coming in from both AAA, Forbes, Michelin. I mean, we've had everybody come in. And the good news is between that and our online reviews, the hotel is destined to be a superstar in the Orlando area. The way it was designed is it's hermetically sealed, so there's no sounds from the outside. When you walk in, all of your senses are stimulated, first by the incredible scents throughout the building from a very special scent that was designed exclusively for the Ette Hotel from the Le Labo collection. And you feel relaxed. When you come in, you immediately feel like, God, it smells good. I feel good. The lobby itself is very sparse. We don't have a lot of things cluttering it. You see in our rooms, everything is in a very white motif with just a hint of color, either from the throw blanket that's on the bed or the fresh cut roses that are put in the rooms every day. Everything else is meant to be pleasing and soothing. We don't do advertising in the room. We don't have a lot of tent cards, anything like that. It's truly just meant to be a relaxing environment. The sheets, the robes, the towels, everything is frette linen, the highest quality possible. So when you, I mean, I can tell you I'm biased here because I stay at the hotel a lot. When you climb into the bed and you pull those sheets over you, it's just like a warm embrace. It's an amazing experience. Most hotels, as you know, in the bathroom, they'll have 2 or 3 little bottles of shampoo or whatever and basically call it a day. We have an entire box that you can see here of amenities for our guests. We have espresso machines in all the rooms with obviously the coffee pods replaced every day. You can see there a collection of different chocolates for the sweet tooth lover. And the idea is a room is a room. We know that. You're travel professionals. You know what a hotel is. The best way that we can differentiate ourselves is through our service. Everything that you see is included. We don't charge resort fee. We have no parking charges, nothing. The room rate is basically everything that you need to worry about, is the only thing you need to worry about when you're at the hotel. Of course, that doesn't include food and beverage or spa services, but it's nice to know that finally there's a hotel that has no hidden fees, no last minute, you know, you got to pay this to use the gym or nothing like that. Everything is included in the ad. We're also very proud of Salt in the Cellar with a Michelin star chef, Akira Bak, and we're going to talk a little bit about him in a second. The restaurant is a breakfast, lunch, and dinner, as well as high tea on Sundays, traditional British high tea. I like this picture here, the one on the left, because to give you an idea of how incredible our chef is, those pots that you see hanging there are all fresh herbs. We have here and an outside herb garden where he personally picks what he needs for the day's fare. Nothing is frozen. Nothing is canned or tinned. He insists that the only way to truly provide the experience that Akira Bak offers is through the freshest. You could almost say farm to table, except that here it's lobby to table, if you will. For those that may not be aware, Akira Bak, very famous Michelin star chef. He's got about 29 restaurants, I believe, right now around the world. What's incredible for us is he has London, he has Paris, Dubai, Las Vegas. If anyone's been to Bellagio, the Yellowtail is his. All these restaurants all over the world, and he decided that we were the right type of hotel for his next venture, hence Akira Bak Salt in the Cellar. Being in Florida, of course, we're very seafood heavy. I mean, this is the place for seafood, but he brought with it a very interesting fusion of Asian. His roots, he's a South Korean. His Asian roots together with a fusion with Mediterranean and fresh seafood. So if you're a seafood lover, you're definitely going to want to be here. But for those that don't eat seafood, and I must profess to live in Florida, and I don't, we have incredible steaks also, anything from our Wagyu beef and Kobe hamburgers to the one you see here, our tomahawk that varies in different sizes. All of them fresh brought in, nothing frozen, nothing thawed out. All right. There we go. Now, it's important to note, and this is specific to the ette, and I really need to make sure that this message is clear. It's going to surprise you a little bit. As a wellness resort, we do not serve alcohol on property. Now, I get a lot of eyebrows that immediately raise up, says, what do you mean no alcohol on property? And yes, our owners felt that part of the well-being of the wellness, I should say, of the property should not include alcohol. What you're looking at right now is some of the most impressive, if you will, mixologists that have prepared our mocktails. These are all made with 0 proof alcohol. So you will have something that you would swear tastes like tequila, but there's no alcohol in it. Now, before anybody panics, well, I need to have my drink, I need to have my wine with dinner. The beauty of it is that the owner has consented that our guests can bring all the alcohol they want to the hotel. We will pour it, decanter, put it on ice, chill it, whatever it is that needs to be done, both for an evening at the restaurant or even during the stay. Will be kept in room service and delivered on request. All of this also at no charge. Now, think of it from a very practical way. A bottle of wine that may cost $20 at the liquor store will probably sell in a Michelin star restaurant for $80 to $100. So our guests are really saving a lot of money. Yes, they have to go out and bring it as opposed to having it available to them. But we've overcome the initial reaction of what do you mean no alcohol, to the point where now everyone loves it. We have guests that come in with practically a full bar, and we'll set it up in the suite with ice, with glasses, with everything. And again, the important thing is there is no charge to the guests on this. So they feel almost like you're getting free liquor from a hotel expense. Our mocktails can also, if they have a bottle of vodka, if they have any kind of liquor that they like to mix, they're happy to bring it to the table and mix it into the drink for them. But we simply just can't sell. So that is an important message to pass on to the guests that may not have get it. They arrive, they walk up to the bar, they order gin and tonic, and they're told we don't do that. And then they're upset that they weren't informed. So please, when working with the ette, make sure that message is conveyed. Of course, we have our outdoor pool. The pool is incredible because even though it's walled in, you almost feel like you're in an outdoor, away from it all type of venue, considering that you're in the heart of Kissimmee. The sound barriers that are on the outside together at the wall make it an oasis in the middle of a busy town. So we find that our guests truly find it to be very relaxing, very just a place to chill, to take some sun, to swim. Immediately next to the pool on the lower left, you'll see is our herb garden, because the chef picks from the herbs that you see against the wall. But it also has the water feature in the middle, the fireplace in the middle wall, and an extension of the restaurant. So we really are taking advantage of that incredible weather, when Florida permits us to have incredible weather, for our guests to truly enjoy the outdoor space. We also have a well-renowned spa. What you're looking at here is interesting. Normally you see the treatment room, but everybody loves the picture on the left because that's actually just part of the waiting room, if you will. But it was a special design. This particular type of chair is unique in the world. It's got a heated pad underneath. You sit there while you wait for your treatment. Most people that sit in it are asleep about 5 minutes later because it just feels so ergonomically comfortable, and the heat behind it warms you up, makes you feel incredible. The 2 chairs in the middle are part of the same room. Ironically, I've been renting this room out over and over and over again to pre-wedding, where we have the bride and their entourage. They want to have a day with, they bring their bubbles and they sit in there and gossip and do whatever they want. We've had ladies' weekend retreats that come in, and they all come in. This is one side of the room. Obviously, it's a much bigger room. But it just became a really fun feature for someone to just say, can I be in the room for 4 hours with the girlfriends, and we want to do this, and we want to have canapes and bubbles and all that, and turn it into a little bit of a mini party room. Otherwise, it is the waiting room that once you leave the waiting room and you go into the spa area with 3 treatments, we offer all types of spa services, including facials. There's makeup sessions. We can do hair on property with prior appointment. Everything is by appointment, obviously. But the spa has truly become another signature spot at the Ette Hotel for everyone to come in and just truly enjoy and immerse themselves in what we have to offer. If a meeting space is required, we do have one room, and again, very important to remember, there's only one room with a small pre-function area. Here you can see it set up for theater style. You can see in the middle picture that we have it in two double U shape. And of course, it can be turned into a lounge type seating on the top right picture. When the room is not rented, we turn it into a family theater. We bring in popcorn machines, we have ice cream machine, we have all sorts of things, and we invite our guests with kids to come down, and we'll have either the guests can watch their own movies, anything from their own accounts through Netflix or Hulu or any of those, as well as movies that we'll put on. It's all about giving the kids something to do so the parents have a chance to relax also. Any question? Well, we'll do questions at the end. The two pictures I don't have in here, and I apologize because we're getting them reshot, is I did mention the rooftop bar at the top of the Ette. It's our sushi, it's a sushi mocktail bar, but also can be used for private events. It does have a built-in bar as a DJ. So Fridays and Saturday nights, it gets pretty lively. It's actually pretty much always sold out. We do protect guests, though, by having tables available for guests. We don't let it fill up just with outside local. But it's, like I said, it's an experience, especially because of the fireworks show. On the weekdays, when we're not operating it as a lounge with the DJ, it's available to go into viewing for the fireworks. You can also have food delivered from the restaurant, for room service delivered right up to the area, and just enjoy the rooftop space. And now we'll move on to our third and last property. As I said, brand new. We just brought them on board. Turtle Island Resort on Ambergris Caye, Belize. For those that may not be familiar with Belize, it is just north of Honduras, facing the Caribbean waters. It's an incredible collection of islands. Our particular island is a private island that will only allow up to 42 people at a given time, because we want it to feel like a nice, secluded, relaxing experience. And we'll kick off with a quick video to give you an idea.
Welcome to Turtle Island Resort, your perfect escape to a tropical paradise off of Ambergris Caye, Belize. Our secluded island location offers the ultimate getaway for those seeking tranquility, luxury, and the perfect blend of modern and traditional Caribbean charm. Our villas and suites are designed to provide the ultimate in comfort and relaxation, featuring modern amenities and traditional Caribbean touches. Take advantage of our varied island activities, such as snorkeling and spa services, or simply relax and soak up the sun by the infinity pool. Enjoy delicious Caribbean flavors at the on-site restaurant. Our menu features a variety of fresh seafood, local produce, and flavorful spices. Whether you're looking for a romantic dinner for two or a family-friendly meal, our restaurant has something for everyone. Turtle Island Resort, Ambergris Caye, Belize. You won't believe it until you Belize it.
I need to be there right now. Anyway, so here's the layout. It is a private island. It's accessible only by boat, and we, of course, provide the boat to bring our guests to and from the mainland. The picture, what you're seeing here is on the left-hand side are the 1 and 2 bedroom apartments that we have. Basically, what it is each building is 2 one-bedroom apartments that can be combined into a 2-bedroom, or can be sold separately. One are facing the canal, as you can see there, and the other one faces the water. Both of them have all the same amenities, except that you see half of those have their own private little soaking pool right in front of the terrace. So it's a different combination. Altogether, there's 21 units. The 5 units that you see on the other side, the little houses type, those are the full-blown villas. Those are also 2-bedroom villas, a little bit more secluded, bigger kitchens, and of course, completely stocked with everything our guests could need. On the upper side, at the tip of the island, you can see our infinity pool, the restaurant, and everything is meant to just go out, walk, and explore. The other of the island that you saw in the video is really just nothing but sand, palm trees, and places to wander around, to relax, jump in the water, swim around. I mean, it's just an incredible experience. Here's a couple of shots of different types of units. They all have, as you can see, facing the double doors onto a terrace, full beautiful marble bathrooms. The entire property was completely redone. Everything is practically brand spanking new. You'll see on the upper left-hand side, that's one of the small pools that we have for the guests that just want to lounge in the pool, or they can go to our big infinity pool by the clubhouse. Here's some more shots just to give you an idea of what to expect. Everything, you know, we have the passage or the little bridges that you see just connect various little parts of the island. So if you want to take a romantic walk at sunset or go out by the edge of the pool, as the couple is doing on the lower left, lower right, excuse me, it's just a place to relax. It's important to note you're going to this island to relax, to soak up the sun, to eat and drink well, have a good time, and pretty much nothing else except for the water sports. So you don't, if you want to do shopping, if you want to do anything like that, well, the boat will take you back to San Pedro and the mainland. Here's one more reverse angle just to give you an idea. We do have kayaks and snorkeling equipment on board. Now, Belize is also very well known for diving. And being a diver myself, if you have clients that love to dive, Belize has some of the most spectacular diving I've seen, and I've been around to several places. I'll tell you, it's a beautiful place. It is a boat ride to the dive sites, but nothing is a long time away. It's 10-15 minutes away at max to some of the incredible dive sites, including several what they call the blue holes, which in the middle of shallow water is this just massive hole that goes straight down and could be 200-300 feet deep, in some cases even more. Obviously, you can't go that deep, but it's a wow experience for divers. And then finally, of course, you're there for the sunsets. You're there to just see the most incredible sunrises and sunsets coming down over the island. As you can see here, it's the perfect place to walk, enjoy, to fall in love or fall in love again, whatever the guide's choice is. And that brings us to the end for Turtle Island. As I said, we had 3 properties for you today. We try not to take too long, actually 30 minutes, not too bad. And the Spotlight does have several other properties, and maybe at another time we can present some of those to you. If you have any questions, please let me know now. Otherwise, my contact information is there. Feel free to send us an email. If you go to the website, spotlighthospitalitygroup.com, you can look up the hotels that I just do, and it'll have the links to the individual websites. The information that I provided and much more is also going to be found on there. So I guess at this point, I'll turn it over back to Lakeisha. Let me know any questions, anything I can answer of any of the 3 properties. Don't be shy, ask away.
All right, guys. So if you have any questions for Fernando about those properties, just drop them in the chat and we will get them answered.
Okay, I got
all right. The first one.
Yeah. So no, it is not a ferry. It's an actual speedboat. There was a moment in the video that has the picture welcoming the guests. We don't use a ferry boat because, again, with a max of 42 people per island, there's no need for those big ferries. The boat will come in, the suitcases will go in the back, the clients sit up front. Think of it as a larger speedboat, if you will.
And sticking with the boat, how large is how long is that boat ride?
Oh, it's 5 minutes. I mean, again, when you go back and you look at the pictures, you'll see the mainland off the, you can see the mainland in the background off the island. It's about a 5-minute ride, which is what allows us to have it go back and forth on request as opposed to scheduled, because, the boats go back. If someone's on the mainland wants to come home, we pick them up right away. If someone's on the island wants to go to the mainland, we could take them right away. We have 2 that operate pretty much continuously during the daytime hours. In the evening, it is by reservation because we can't keep the boats going back and forth all night, but it is always available.
All right. And do you offer travel agent rates at all 3 of these properties?
We do. Now, for the Byblos, because of their size and during season, it becomes a little bit more difficult. If you're looking for travel agent rates, the more notice you give us, the better. Obviously, if I call them today for, March or April, plenty of time in advance, the occupancy will be very different than if we wait till last minute. However, I would encourage you to, if you do have a last minute, let us know. We'll always try to do everything possible.
Okay.
And then for Byblos, for ette, their travel agent rates are available year round. Again, subject to availability, but we're very good with our travel partners. We appreciate everything that you do for us, and we'll always try to do the same for you. So just let me know, and we'll do everything possible to get you in. On the Turtle Island one comment I wanted to make that's also important is be careful about airlift. So American comes in to San Pedro and to Belize City. You can have different connections coming in, but it's important that you always double check those flights. I know Frontier started flying out of several cities into Belize and then promptly dropped a flight a month later. This was last year already. So we're hoping that they'll pick up for season again. The airfare takes the planning stage, but that's why you guys are the professionals, so you know what to do in that. So I have.
So the next one says for Byblos and each project properties, if staying nearby, can a site visit be arranged?
Absolutely. Just let us know. Again, it's all about timing. It's all about what's going on properties, but in a 99% chance that you'll always be accommodated for a site inspection or walkthrough, whatever the case. The ette, I caution you, this is actually a humorous comment I want to make. When you go to the ette, the owner personally is in the lobby every single day. He greets every guest that comes in. He walks the restaurant and touches each table and makes sure everything, which is part of our incredible service promise that he's there himself to make sure. My caution, and this is why I say this tongue in cheek, is he's going to give you his card and you're all going to say, great, I know the owner. Who needs Fernando? And then try getting a response from the millions of emails that he gets every day. So I encourage you, if you're in Orlando, go meet him, get to know him. Everyone likes knowing the owner, but keep in mind that whatever you send him, he's going to bounce it back on me, and I want to make sure you get answers right away. Anyone else? Any other questions?
I don't see any more questions. There any more questions for Fernando? Going once. Going twice.
Uh-oh. Everyone's shy today.
I see. We got a quiet crowd. And going 3 times.
All right. So now I have a question for the group.
Okay.
Anybody want to visit the properties?
Absolutely.
Okay. Just want to make sure. There we go. Yes. All right. Everybody wants to go now. Oh, hold on. I just saw a question that just passed by. The property in Italy is near which, okay, so the 2 main airports for Italy, for Verona, is Milan, is the principal airport. That's 99 miles from the hotel. Or you can fly into the regional airport of Venice, which is about 56 miles away. It's a straight line between the 2 cities on one main highway. And I think we got range. Yes, lots of yeses. I like that. Rebecca's coming to Orlando. Please let me know when you're going to be there, and I'd love to show you the property myself. And Ebony Steiner Dean, same offer. If you're coming in December, please let me know. I'd be more than happy to show you the property. I'll give you an address. Just go ahead and email me. The email's on there. Always the best is, oh, I got a date. Perfect. December 16. I'll see you there. Let me know what time works for you. I'll be happy to show you around. You're going to remember your senses will be incredibly stimulated when you walk in. So you're going to just feel relaxed the minute you come through the door. All right, well, please, the number that you see on there is my cell phone. So that makes me reachable 24/7. I've been in this business for a long, long time. I know how important it is to be able to reach somebody when you need them, especially if you have a last minute request, So please, I truly encourage you, take advantage of my email, my cell phone number, my website, Richard, any way we can do to help you and your guests and make us all more profitable. That's what we're here for.
Yep.
Well, Fernando and Richard, I would like to thank you on behalf of Mrs. Nina Jackson Mitchell and the Elite team for joining us this evening, presenting these wonderful companies. And we look forward to working with you in the future for the rest of the properties that you manage.
Outstanding. We'll arrange that
Sounds
date for
good.
the next one.
Over.
Wonderful. Well, thank you, everybody.
Thank you all.
I know it's a little early, but I wish all of you a very, very happy Thanksgiving with your loved ones. Have a great time. And again, we are here for whatever questions you may have. Thank you all.
Agreed.